what I have loaded up here is On Demand. And this is a relatively new feature. We put this out in late December. We had a few teething pains when we released it. But let's take a look at what it is. On Demand is like TiVo for trading. TiVo, where you can record a TV show and watch it any other time. So here we are on Saturday morning. And let's say, Matthew, I know your students up there are all pretty active traders, but let's say people weren't. And you want to say, well, let's say you sold some straddles in, Google, okay? And how would you have responded intraday to when Google made a big move up or down? Now, do I suggest you go out and sell straddles? No, not necessarily. Not until you figure out how you can deal with the risk that they present. In a big move, up or down, the straddle's going to kill you. A short straddle's going to kill you. So how do you practice that without using real money? And you say, well, Tom, geez, we could use paper money. And that's true. You could use the paper money version of Thinkorswim, load it up there, and enter a trade and see how it performs day to day to day. All right, so it goes. So the performance you see on paper money is close to close to close. All right. Now, granted, you can see it. If you load up paper money during the live trading hours, you can see what it's doing right now. But let me close this for a second. We're back here in the regular Thinkorswim platform. All right. And what I'm going to do is click on Demand. See in the upper right-hand corner the On Demand button? Click on Demand. It goes through a pre-buffering stage, and it puts me at December 22nd. What this is now doing is showing me at 10:20 on December 22nd what the spiders were doing. At this time, on December 22nd at 10:34 in the morning, they were up 16 cents at 11:49. Let's go back to the Google example. And see when it says pre-buffering, it means it's digging up all the data. And my connection might be a little slow. So what I can see is Google is trading about $600. Let's sell the February 600 straddle. Okay, I'll wait for the data to come in. Pre-buffering, and if you're on a faster internet connection, it'll come zipping through pretty quickly for you. So I'm going to, just like a regular Thinkorswim trade. Now you look and see it's on-demand virtual order, on-demand virtual order. We're trying to make this as clear that this is not a real trade, that this is not, it's not the live platform. So hit sell straddle. All right. So what I can see now is as this trade, well, let's hit confirm and send. So we get filled here, send. Filled. All right. Now I go to my monitor page, and what do you know? There's my Google straddle. As the P&L open isn't changing because the price isn't changing that much right now, but what I can do, and we'll see if this is going to work for me, is I can fast forward 10 minutes. Okay, pre-buffering. And generally speaking, we like to have this all loaded up for demonstration purposes. And I have unfortunately not done that. So we go through the pre-buffering stage. Come on. Check my connection here. I'm actually in a hotel in New York right now. Getting ready for the Traders Expo tomorrow. Come on. So what Think on Demand does is let you see how these positions change intraday. All right. So at 10:45, 10 minutes later, it was up $50. Where was Google? Well, it was. It was $599.80. Really hadn't changed very much. I can fast forward again, another 10 minutes, another couple of hours. I'm just hitting this this fast forward button in the upper left-hand corner here. It's going and accessing the data. It's going to pull the data in and show me, well, okay, if my delta was 40, what would happen if I bought 100 shares as a hedge? So if anyone is wanting to learn how to gamma scalp, where you have, let's say, a long straddle, okay, and gamma scalping is where you adjust your deltas as the stock moves up and down. Now, we're trading from the short side here with a short straddle, but I could buy a long straddle, and gamma scalping is really an intraday sort of trading strategy. I'm not a big fan of it. It's very commission intensive. It has negative time decay generally if you're trading from the long side, which most people do. But it's a way of testing this out. I can do the same thing here, though, on the short side. I can say, well, let's say that my at midday around 12:25, the straddle had a delta of 45. So I'm going to go in now and buy, let's say, 100 shares of Google at whatever the price is. See, the price had rallied up. Okay, confirm, send, filled, and I'm going to be a little bit long. I'm long about 55 deltas now. And as the day ticks on, let's advance a couple more hours, see what happens. This is exactly how you have to think intraday. This tool was designed to have people more engaged in their trading. Doesn't mean you necessarily have to trade more actively, all right? But to look at your risk and how your positions change when, let's say, the Fed makes an announcement at well, you guys are on Eastern time, so 2:15 in the afternoon, okay? Or when earnings come out after the close, how is the option premium? How is that vertical responding? How is that short put responding to the increase in volatility ahead of the close in expectation of that earnings number? This is what Think on Demand does. All right, it lets you test out these strategies. So, okay, I'm down 75 bucks. I bought that 100 shares of Google when the stock was at 619. Now it's down about 60 cents from there, or 80 cents rather. Ouch. Okay, so I'm down. I'm scratching on my straddle here, and I'm losing on my stock trade. All right, so this whole intraday aspect of this makes it very, very useful in an educational format. We have 60 days of data saved. We can't save more than that right now. So we can't go back to, let's say, last year or last summer or anything like that. I can click on Jump To, and I can change a date so long as we don't go 60 days in the past. All right, and I can go, let's advance this date to, I don't know, January 20th. See what happens. Go. Okay, pre-buffering to January 20th. Notice how I've changed the date up there. And pre-buffering. Come on, folks. Let's see how my little trade did. Come on. There we go. So I'm down 5,000 bucks. Excellent. Okay, how did that happen? Well, the stock is now $578, so it dropped about 22 points. My long shares are getting killed, and my short Strangle's losing about $3,000 here. Okay, so a total net P&L of $5,000. So this is, again, how do I manage this? Between those dates, well, you can go to any particular date and change that setting. If you want to, if you say, well, no, I don't like doing this, this wasn't what I wanted to do, and look at all the money I'm down, how do I get back? I can hit reset account, and that'll take me back to $100,000 and 0 positions. Reset time just takes you back to the starting point, okay, wherever you started.